o'clock on this Monday morning, October 6th. Thanks for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
I'm Dan Schrack. We've got a lot to get to this morning, but first we want to get a look at some of the top stories we're following, the stories you need to know.
Yeah, Stephannie Joseph is live in our newsroom this morning. She's taking a look at some of the headlines. Hey, Steph.
Hey there, guys. Good morning. We start with a Geneva couple facing felony aggravated animal cruelty charges after a search warrant was issued to investigate a complaint at their home. Brian Hess and Rosemary Bruno Hess are charged. Investigators found 18 dogs living in unsanitary conditions with very little food and water, 8 of them in a camper and 10 in the home on Avenue B in Geneva. They were taken to the Ontario County Humane Society for treatment. 2 later died. 8 deceased animals were also found in an unpowered freezer chest in the home's kitchen. The pair have surrendered ownership of the surviving dogs to the Happy Tails Animal Shelter. The Hesses will appear in Geneva City Court at a later date to answer to the charge. We're learning new details this morning about what led up to the stabbing of a Fox Sports analyst in Indianapolis. Authorities say this stemmed from a dispute over parking early Saturday. According to an affidavit, Mark Sanchez allegedly shoved a 69-year-old box truck driver, leading him to feel unsafe. After getting pepper sprayed, Sanchez is accused of going after the driver again, and he was stabbed multiple times. While at the hospital, Sanchez told detectives he did not recall what happened. Sanchez was placed under arrest. He's now facing multiple charges, including battery and public intoxication. Pharmacists in New York State will continue to administer the COVID-19 vaccine under an extended executive order from Governor Hochul. The order is in place for at least 30 days. Hochul says she will additionally be working to provide long-term legislation protecting immunization and health care rights for New Yorkers. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph. Thank you. We appreciate it.
8:02, let's get a look at what is brewing for the next 2 hours. We're going to start with us looking to the skies for some upcoming spectacles, Abigail. This morning, we are touching base with our NASA correspondent, Tony Rice. He's going to share more about some upcoming meteor showers, as well as what makes tonight's supermoon so super.
Yeah, and then spooky season is taking over the Dryden Theater. From ghost stories to cult classics, the Halloween at the Dryden series is bringing chills and thrills all month long. We're going to talk with the film curator about the frights, fun, and fan favorites that you won't want to miss.
And later, Webster Theatre Guild is bringing a fairy tale comedy to the stage, bringing some Ogre the Top fun. See what I did there?
I got it, yep.
See what I did there? We're going to be joined by the cast of Shrek the Musical live in studio to take a closer look at how they're bringing that family-friendly favorite to life.
Yeah. Before all of that, we'll get a check of the forecast today. We're still seeing those summer-like temps out there. Marty Snyder is back, and Marty, there's going to be a shift at some point, but at least for today, we got to enjoy the sunshine and the 80s, too.
That's it. Yeah, probably about 20 degrees above average for this time of year. We're going to be back into that 80s range this afternoon. Now we're starting off pretty close to 60 for a current reading, which, again, is well above what we usually expect for this time of day. We're coming in about 15 degrees or so above what we usually see at this part of the day. But then we just build as we head forward. It's going to be a nice increase in numbers. Today's going to be the last really nice looking day coming up for us out of this stretch. About 80 by noon, probably rising up into the mid 80s for highs today. Again, average highs in the mid 70s or mid 60s rather. So we're going to be up to that range probably sometime during the 9 o'clock hour and then increase beyond that. But then longer term, I think it may be a story where we see more rain build in tomorrow. Tomorrow's our best chance of rain that we have had in quite some time. It's not going to be an all day rain, but at any point could see some showers pass through, even to today, but still stay above average. 61 Wednesday, may not get out of the 50s on Thursday, so a lot cooler by then, but then numbers steadily increase a bit heading towards the upcoming weekend. But again, for tomorrow, some much needed rain after a beautiful day today, so in kind of the best of both worlds over these next couple days. Some rain that we need, but then some nice sunshine trying to hold on for us for one last day today.
Listen, rain, sunshine, it looks like a fantastic forecast, especially because it does not feel like fall out there.
Yeah, very, very true. But, you know, we were just talking about it in the studio. You have the fall foliage, right? You have all the fun fall activities, but you have the summer-like warmth to go with it.
Very true. Yeah, enjoy it while it's here. It's going to change at some point, as we all know.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Let's go off the top now. We'll start with some things that have piqued our interest. I will start things off this morning on this Monday. There's a big debate happening down under, and it's got a lot of people biting off the heads of those who maybe disagree with them. kind of. The question is being asked, is there a way we can prevent shark attacks at many of the popular beaches in Australia? It's home to the highest number of fatal shark attacks globally. Well, authorities have been rolling out nets to try and solve the problem, but it turns out it may be doing more harm than good. This story came across my feed when news of yet another shark attack in the Sydney area was posted. A man by the name of Glenn Butler was surfing with his friends when one of his peers was killed by a great white shark. Allegedly, the number of shark sightings has increased in recent years, but experts say that doesn't mean that there are more sharks. It means that they might just be swimming and feeding in a different pattern, and maybe things changed. Law enforcement members in that area say they have several ways of monitoring the sharks in the area. One of those methods is the net. But conservationists say it's doing more harm than good, not just for the sharks, but for other marine life as well. It turns out one of the oldest methods for shark safety is the net. It's installed on about 50 beaches during the peak months, starting in September, going through March. They can't obviously section off the entire beach, so the nets sit just below the water surface and they're anchored to the sea floor. They don't reach the bottom, so sharks can basically just swim over them, swim under them, or swim around them if they're feeling like they're particularly eager for some human interaction.
Okay.
One expert who spoke with the BBC says it's basically as effective as throwing a napkin in a swimming pool. Yeah, so why do they keep using them? It turns out makes beachgoers feel very safe, and it could be a defining difference in whether or not people actually end up going to that beach. On top of all of that, critics say it's a cruel way of keeping the sharks away. Many times they're found washed up on the shore, tangled up in those nets. It's also not just sharks that are being caught in the nets, it is all ocean life. If the animals are able to be freed from the nets, many times they have significant injuries that will be detrimental once they're back in the wild. So, while this debate continues on, there are alternatives that are being utilized. Eco-barriers are reportedly helping to section off the coastline. Also, wetsuits that are considered bite-resistant. Drones have also become more popular when it comes to keeping sharks away from swimmers and surfers. Apparently, these debates, though, have been going on for quite some time, but it has once again resurfaced with the increase in shark sightings. It will be interesting to see if anything actually comes of this. They're in the peak season right now, and that'll go into the beginning of the springtime. But I just thought it was really interesting and really unique.
Yeah, listen. Australia sounds like a great place to visit on land, away from the spiders that they have, the massive things that are the size of your hand, and away from the ocean because they have sharks. So many sharks.
They do. It's, they have a lot of them.
Well, would you go swimming in the ocean in Australia?
I would.
You would?
I would.
Just to say you did it?
Yes.
Or
just to say I did it.
Just to say you did it.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, I was curious to get your opinion on these nets because you are an animal lover, you are vegan. But, you know, I'm curious to know your thoughts on it.
Listen, the sharks were there first.
Yeah?
They were. It's a risk these people take when they go out there to surf.
Yeah?
It's a risk I would not take. No thanks.
Yeah.
If you can't see the bottom, you have no idea what is living in that water.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Hard pass. All right, let's move along to mine. We've all said it at least once or thought it. Just let me win the lottery one time and I'm good. No more alarm clock. No pretending Becky's forced break room potlucks are any fun. You just pack up your desk, change your number, and get the heck out of Dodge. Am I right? Well, a guy in England actually got to live that fantasy, and it almost killed him faster than HR could collect his parking pass. His name? Adam Lopez, 39 years old, worked as a forklift driver, and before July, he had about $17 to his name. Then he scratches a ticket, and suddenly, he's worth $1.3 million. Overnight, his bank account went from insufficient funds to, can I offer champagne while you wait? So what does he do? Well, you guessed it. Guy quits his job immediately. But here's where the story takes a turn. He didn't just live it up. He put the pedal through the floor. He says he spent the next 3 months partying, burning the candle at both ends, in his words. No routine, no sleep, no job, no oxygen, apparently, because by last month, he found himself in the back of an ambulance. Doctors say he had bilateral pulmonary embolisms, blood clots in both of his lungs. He couldn't walk, couldn't breathe, and had to be wheeled out of his own home. He spent more than 8 days in the hospital. And listen to this. He said the moment that changed him was not the diagnosis. It was hearing the sirens while he was on that stretcher going into the ambulance. He said 1 million, 100 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion. When you're in the back of that ambulance, none of it matters. And here's the part you probably wouldn't expect. He actually regrets quitting his job. He said losing that routine, losing that day-to-day kind of structure is what sent him spinning. He's now in recovery for the next 6 to 9 months, trying to get back to the full version of himself. And look, I'm not here to say that the money is the root of all evil, because I kind of like money. But this is living proof that people dream about money changing their life, but few think about who they'll become when it does.
That is a crazy story.
Right?
I want to know.
Wild.
I want to know what he was doing, like in detail.
You're going to have to ask him, because he wasn't very forthcoming with some of it, because I'm sure some of it would have landed him in trouble with the law.
You know, we were talking about it earlier too, and you know, I don't think I would quit my job.
No.
I don't think you could.
No.
I don't think, you know, realistically you could be super comfortable with that kind of money. Awesome that he won the lottery. I'm super jealous. But, you know, I think you said it, maybe exploring a different option.
Yeah.
You don't like being a forklift driver.
Yeah. Try the backhoe.
Yeah, why not?
Put that money in your retirement account and pretend like it's not there for 20 more years.
Yep.
Let it do the work for you.
Structure and routine is so important.
So important.
Yeah.
That when in retirement, especially, too.
Yeah.
That's what my father retired, I don't know, 15 years-ish ago. And he was out of work for 2.5 weeks. And he said, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I cannot do this. This is not the life I want.
Yep.
So he just does anything now.
Wow.
You know?
Yep. I think you probably get that from him a little
Probably.
bit. Yeah.
Probably a little bit. Hey, stick around. A lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're getting a recap of last night's Bills game and how some fans are feeling this not-so-victory Monday.
Yeah, don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live. Join us on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
Ah, boy, 8:15, a disappointing start to the week for Bills fans. The team now 4-1 on the season after they lost last night to the Patriots.
All right, little more pizzazz. It's going to be okay.
I know.
In the end, it all did come down to one field goal, and as Mike Catalana reports from Highmark Stadium, it was a former Buffalo Bill who made all the difference.
Good morning from Orchard Park, where the Bills suffered their first loss of the season, and yeah, it came at the hands of the New England Patriots. And let's get it right out front. The Patriots outplayed them. The Bills made mistakes. 3 turnovers in this game. Numerous penalties. They couldn't get out of their own way, especially in the first half. Now, it got better in the second half, but one thing that did not get better, the Bills' inability to stop their old friend Stefon Diggs. Diggs dominated this game, and his quarterback, Drake May, looked like a player the Bills are going to have to contend with for a while. And late in the game, he drove them down the field to kick the field goal that eventually got them the win. Afterward, the coach and the quarterback both talked about what cost them a chance to win.
We just played sloppy. Not going to win a football game turning the ball over 3 times in our red zone. Gave them one in their red zone. That's just bad football, and we just did not play good tonight.
Again, these are things we have to learn from, and it's got to start with, like I said, with the fundamentals. You cannot turn the ball over and expect to win 3 times.
So the division race is on. The Patriots now a game behind the Bills, and right now they beat them head-to-head. The teams will get together again in Foxborough. That's not till December. Plenty of football between now and then, including the Bills going back on the road for another night game next week when they play the Atlanta Falcons. With the Bills in Orchard Park, Mike Catalana for Buffalo Plus.
All right, so definitely a disappointing game. We did not stay up to watch it.
No.
And probably, the better choice, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, you wake up to disappointment instead of, letting that disappointment build.
Yep.
And finally take it to bed with you.
Yeah, the good news is there's always another game. Well, not always, but this time there is. Coming up next for the Bills, Monday Night Football. They play the Falcons, but until then, don't worry, the Buffalo Plus team will have much more updates throughout the day and the week. If you take out your smartphone and scan the QR code on your screen, it'll take you to the Buffalo Plus YouTube page right now.
Yeah, we've got fans on social media sharing their thoughts in droves.
Of course,
really.
yeah.
People just weighing in on X, Buffalo Bills, Wegmans. If you were familiar with Stefon Diggs' player and could defend against him, but it appears you've never seen someone like him before. Talking about Stefon Diggs, the guy they traded to Texas.
Yeah, definitely interesting to see him back in Buffalo. Also, Brandy said, burn the uniforms immediately. You probably remember yesterday was the whiteout game with those rivalry jerseys, the whole Highmark Stadium filled with the color white. And I think maybe a little bit of bad luck, too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, when the Sabres wear the goat head jerseys?
Yes.
And it brings them good luck and they go on a winning streak?
It's the opposite here.
Could be.
Opposite here.
Yep.
Then get that feeling out of the system and move forward. That is what we need. That's the attitude people need to keep.
Yeah, for sure. It's one game,
Yeah.
right? We've had a really successful season so far.
We started things out well.
Yeah. This person said, we needed this loss. It'll maybe give y'all a reality check that we aren't that team.
Whoa, Ant. I think
I think we just need to relax.
Yeah. I think we are that team.
Yeah.
We know how to circle the wagons, buddy. That's okay. One loss is not the end of the world. It was by far our worst game on both sides of the ball, and it didn't help that we had an unhealthy amount of penalties. I agree.
Yeah. Seeing that a lot on social media, people talking about the refs. This person said, can't believe I'm seeing people overreact to one bad game. We're in a slump. I get it. However, to say this team isn't a playoff team is just ridiculous. To everyone who thinks this team won't be playing in February, don't show up for our championship parade.
You know what? I feel like this is the same pep talk that is given to Bills Mafia each and every year after the first loss of the season.
Sure.
It's, hey, because I don't know, maybe it's because we're from Buffalo and we don't get enough sun. that we seem to get really down the first time they lose. And it's like, no. Chin up, buddy.
Yeah. There is such a difference. You and I both worked for TV stations in Buffalo. There is such a difference between working in a newsroom in Buffalo after a Bills loss and working in a Rochester newsroom after a Bills loss. In Rochester, everybody's like, all right, it's going to be all right. We got to pick ourselves up. In Buffalo, not so much.
Yeah, it's like doom and gloom McLean 24/7.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hard to handle.
Yikes.
Hey, coming up in our 9 o'clock hour, we're actually going to be joined by the honorary Buffalo Plus team member, producer John Hanna. He was at the game, partying it up. Rumor has it he started the tailgating experience at 9 a.m. and went right through the end of the game.
You mean 9 a.m. on Friday when he left the building?
Yes,
right?
ma'am, I
Wow.
do.
Incredible. All right, we're going to talk to John coming up in just a little bit.
Don't go anywhere. When Out Rochester returns, it's weather trivia time.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean is here now, giving us a look at the summer-like temperatures today, and we also have weather trivia to do. What did you say when you said?
What a weekend, right?
No, you said time to do some stuff that matters. What did you say?
Well, part of it can be reproduced live on television.
Okay, great.
Part of it cannot.
What's the part that can?
This part, weather trivia, right here. Let's talk about it. Different precipitation types that we'll probably see coming up soon in a neighborhood near you. Check it out. This is actually my favorite type of precip.
Oh, grapple.
Is it actually?
Well,
Is it?
well, this is a crunchy piece of snow-like ice that is usually the first form of frozen precipitation to fall in fall. What type is it? Is it freezing rain, hail, sleet, and grapple?
I didn't, just FYI, I didn't read the question. I just looked at the picture.
Okay. Well,
Does that have anything?
you're also a native Western New Yorker.
This is true.
So that counts.
I think it's very funny that you have a favorite kind of precipitation.
I think it's just so unusual, and especially if you look at it close up. We'll talk about that at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
It's
I want you to go through the process of how it's made.
Sure. Sure, we can talk about
We're
that.
just taking orders now? We're making orders?
I mean, yeah, anything you want.
It sounds like we might have some time in the 9 o'clock hour to talk about this, right? I mean, we'll get there.
We'll
get there.
He's in rare form today, folks.
Oh, it's all right. It's every day, really. Hey, something cool that we'll all see tonight. Check this out, the harvest moon. How about that? So,
It's
like
cool.
just before midnight, right? And this is also Tony Rice from NASA ambassadors coming on here shortly to talk about why it's a supermoon too, which is pretty cool. And this is also, it depends on where it falls. It's either the harvest moon or the hunter's moon. It depends on how close it is to the equinox. But we'll come back at that. Peak illumination is going to be, I think, just before midnight tonight. So that'll be good.
Let me ask you a question about that. Because it depends on how close it is to the equinox. How come then we have 2 more harvest moons?
I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe we can throw them that curve.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That is interesting. Yep. 60 right now and near cloudless out there. The southwest breeze at 9. The nice part, you get the warmth this time of the year. It was 86 yesterday, but the dew point was only in the mid 40s. The dew point was only 45. So you don't even feel it when it's like that. It was just a fantastic day if you like summer warmth, and if you like fall stuff, don't worry, you'll get some of yours in the forecast here, but we're in the 80s again today, and it depends on how far this thing goes. We're forecasting 85, but if it gets up to 87, we'll actually tie the record high for today. That was set back in 1900, so that one's been standing up there for quite a while, 125 years. We'll see if we get there. The satellite radar has sunshine for us and that cold front back to the west, and that cold front's going to give us some big changes for the rest of the work week as it starts to move on in. So here's the forecast map moving ahead. Dry overnight tonight. Again, lots of moonlight, and then that front brings us showers. And I'm not going to be surprised to see a few thunder showers mixing in too. We'll have to see how this all unfolds through the afternoon and evening. But what we will get, and this is nice, is the first chance for a soaking rain in nearly 2 months. How about that? I mean, it has been a while.
So should people be worried then about flash flooding, that type of thing?
This looks like it's going to fall over a maybe 6 to 8 or 10-hour window. So this should be, something that goes into the ground rather than runs off. But if we catch a thunderstorm or two early in the day tomorrow, there's going to be quite a bit of runoff with the dry soil that we have. But look at the amounts. Some of the data suggesting amounts up to an inch or possibly slightly more than that. That would be absolutely welcome. And we need about 2 or 3 of those kinds of rain in the next month to really start to claw our way back against that drought. But mid 80s, again, we'll call it near record warmth today. Full moon tonight, which will be nice to see. The weather more like July, so sneak out there and enjoy this one. 63 for the overnight low is actually close to our normal high temperature for this time of the year, which is 65. Soaking rain Tuesday, cooler on Wednesday, and you see what happens there. Temps tumble. It means Mark's got to bring in the plants. Tonight, tomorrow, we'll start that Operation Crazy on the deck. Lots of plants out there.
This drought certainly is, we've talked about it, but it certainly is having an impact on that fall foliage. Spent some time on the thruway and driving across the state this past weekend, and not nearly as much color as you typically see.
And there's more leaves on the ground, too. The drought stress, trees are dropping faster, especially the younger trees. They lose their leaves more quickly when it's like this, too.
Yeah. It's a bummer. We were trying to put our Halloween decorations, some of them in the ground this weekend, and
you needed a hammer.
We tried. Could not get it in the ground.
No.
Could not. No. So we're waiting until Tuesday after it rains.
The 5-foot skeleton?
No skeletons.
No skeletons?
No, just the one in the house. That's it.
Oh, boy.
I know.
All right.
Put her in the front window.
Yeah, you know what?
Do you do that?
She's in our dining room.
Oh, you should move her to the front
Right
window
in the
and
window.
light her.
Yeah. She has eyes that light up.
Oh.
That could be cool.
That would be cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Or in the coffin. Smoke machine.
Abby's in the coffin.
I might be.
where she
I have
sleeps.
2 though, so
You have 2?
I have 2. I have a wood one, and then I've got a I don't even know what it's fabric and plastic and I don't know.
Just like everybody.
Yeah, you don't have 2 coffins. at your
So
house?
normal to have these coffins.
Well, they're very handy.
They come in
They
useful.
hold a lot of things, storage for all of
Husband.
our Halloween decorations.
That's true. That's the husband. Hey, don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to come here on Arc Rochester.
We're back after this. 8:32 this Monday morning. Thanks for staying with us on ARC Rochester. We're going behind the story now as local fire officials are urging everyone to follow the statewide burn ban that's in effect as that drought watch continues for our area.
Yeah, 13 Wham's Daniel Finkelstein has more on what this means and what local officials are saying.
Authorities urging neighbors to follow state guidance with a burn ban in effect.
Badly need rain. Certainly our crews are ready to respond as needed, but the homeowner can help. Please obey the ban.
Spencerport Fire using Sunday's open house to educate neighbors. New York State's directive prohibits most outdoor burns with the exception of small contained campfires. Most outdoor burns other than these are already prohibited year-round.
And it's just heartbreaking when you don't get what Mother Nature normally provides you with in this area.
Drought-like conditions have been noticeable, especially for people like farmer Matt Clute.
And, so we're irrigating and we're moving pipe and trying to act like Mother Nature, but it just never, you can't duplicate what she can from the clouds.
State leaders say these conditions leave the state vulnerable and ask neighbors to conserve water. Spencerport Fire Chief Jake Bromage says people can help reduce their risk.
To reduce the risk of damage to your property, we see out west there's a lot of effort in communities to remove brush, not by burning it obviously, but by using the local town for pickup. And you can reduce risk to your structure if there is a brush fire in the area by removing that brush.
Daniel Finkelstein, 13 Wham News.
All right, for more on the story and the ongoing burn ban, we have Mark and Marty joining us right now. Guys, thanks for sticking around. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sure.
And, this is something, it's not funny. It needs to be taken seriously.
Yeah, for sure. And, especially considering the weather. I mean, you go back all the way to early July. We've had less than 4 inches of rain.
Yeah. That's amazing.
It's incredible. I mean, I think we have a scene that actually shows it, the ranking in terms of the dry seasons that we've had. And we go back to July 1st, 3.81 inches. That's almost an inch below second place on that list, which was back in 1882, 4.72 inches. So we're looking forward to a chance for some rain in the forecast. September basically had, it was the second driest September on record. 0.03. So the last time it rained was actually back on the 25th of September, and just bone dry since July. We had in May and June we had almost 11 inches of rain, and since then less than 4.
But that rain we had on September 25th, that was not substantial at all.
No, it was barely enough to wet down the sidewalk.
Yeah,
for sure.
Which makes it that much more difficult to, I guess, play catch-up in any way. Now, we were talking about this a little earlier, but I want to dive a little deeper into it. We're expecting rain tomorrow, going to last, you said, anywhere from 6 to 8 to 12 hours over the course of the day. So the likelihood of flash flooding is pretty low?
I would say yes.
Fairly low, yeah. And any thunderstorm, I don't want to say no to it.
And you get terrain, though, but when you get terrain involved,
right?
That's where, we'll have to watch it,
And especially the
south.
ground very parched, and that tends to make the percolation a little bit more difficult for that water to get into the soil. So it could contribute to that, but likely nothing too widespread. But maybe a little isolated pocket still can't be ruled out.
The clay soils are always the ones that you have to watch. They've been baked all summer. North of 104, the soil types tend to be sandier. Up towards Lake Ontario, south of the Thruway, it tends to be more clay. So you probably will see more runoff in areas that have terrain and are south of Rochester. Yep.
And I think a lot of the time people, they have little bonfires in their yard, or they, are out camping, they're in the woods, and they, have whatever going, and they dump water on it, and they think like, yep, all right, that's good enough. But the reality is you have to really, soak the remnants of that, because, one little leaf and everything goes up.
Yeah, and that's it. You can have a log that holds on to just a little bit of that fire on the inside, especially if it's something thick that's still sitting there. And with any breeze that comes along, like you mentioned, could blow a leaf on top of that, and that's all it takes.
That's it.
That leaf starts up, goes up into the atmosphere, and blows onto the next pile of leaves. And
or a careless cigarette, and it's Columbus Day weekend, so the kids have a 4-day weekend coming up. Maybe with the weather that we have, which looks great for this weekend, a lot of people want to go up and camp at Hamlin or one of the area campgrounds, and you have to think about it.
Yeah. You absolutely do.
Yep.
I think statewide right now with that burn ban, Bonfires are allowed, but no larger than 3 feet high and 4 feet in width.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And that's not a
something.
bonfire.
Yeah.
That'll roast a marshmallow. but-
Yes,
Yeah.
but definitely
Definitely be
something if
careful.
you are planning that long weekend to keep note of and double check your surrounding area to make sure you are following all of the guidelines.
Yeah, and for now, that burn ban's in effect until the middle of the month, October 15th. And that's pretty much uniform across the entire state. And likely, tomorrow with that rain that we see, that's going to dampen down some of the vegetation that's on the ground that has dried out a little bit, but still, burn ban stays in effect after that.
And this is something that is typically seen in the spring, right?
Yeah, early spring, right?
Early
I
spring.
think,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
April, May-ish.
Oh, yeah, there is the annual one that is
Yeah.
in effect, the burn ban. Yeah, that's in
Yeah.
effect every year, every spring up until, I think it's the beginning of May or into May, once
Yeah.
you get enough greenery out
Yeah.
there. But this one was put in effect just because of this drought that we're in right now.
Well, here's hoping the ground gets quenched tomorrow.
Yeah, and for those of us on wells, we're ready to see some of that rain too, just to make sure that
Absolutely.
water level stays high.
Absolutely. All right, guys, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
When Arc Rochester returns, space news for you this morning.
Hey, don't forget, you can also watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel on the ISS right now. I've been told that they love to watch Arc Rochester.
I believe it.
As they're going over the U.S. Wow. Isn't that crazy?
Out of this world to the moon.
Yes. We're back after this. Hey, it's time to head out of this world for some space news.
Yeah, this morning we are talking about some upcoming meteor showers as well as tonight's supermoon. For more, we're joined now by our friend, NASA correspondent, Tony Rice. Tony, always good to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me again.
Let's, what do you want to start with? Supermoon or meteor shower? Or
Yeah,
what are you
or
thinking?
Three-Eye Atlas, whatever you want.
Leave it to Dan to go that direction.
Why don't we start with the supermoon? Because I know that's something that's super exciting to folks, and I've grown to kind of enjoy it myself. It is absolutely not a very scientific thing. The term was actually coined by an astrologer, not an astronomer, but an astrologer If you remember back many, many years ago, you used to be able to buy those little paperback books in the supermarket checkout line that told you your fortune or whatever. He wrote for one of those. And all it is our moon has not quite a circular orbit. So sometimes it's a little bit closer to Earth and sometimes it's a little bit farther away. And the month, that's where we get the term moon, or the term month from, is the moon cycle through the different phases, doesn't quite line up with all the other things that are happening, all the other cycles that are happening out there. So sometimes when it turns full, which happens every 26, 27 days, sometimes it's a little bit closer. And when that happens at a full moon, we get a supermoon. What it physically means is it's a little bit closer, about 14% closer, but that makes it a lot brighter. So it'll actually be about 30% brighter when we look at it tonight. And the best time to look at a supermoon is right after moonrise. And that's because of something called the moon illusion. And what that is your eye is making it look that much bigger because you've got the stuff on the horizon. You've got trees and houses and things like that to compare it to. And it'll look quite a bit bigger on the horizon than it will when it's up high in the sky.
With a pair of binoculars or something else, folks will be able to resolve even craters or anything like that on the surface, Tony?
Absolutely. And one of my favorite things to look for, and you actually don't need binoculars to see this, it's pronounced enough, is to look for the crater down at the bottom. I like to tell kids to look for the moon's belly button. And what you're looking at is a crater called Tycho that is, it's very, very large, but you can actually see the ejecta, the lunar regolith, the moon dust, if you will, that was ejected out when whatever asteroid hit it many, many, many years ago. That lunar dust is about the texture of flour, so you can kind of picture that happening, and you can see that with the naked eye.
That's really incredible. Really incredible. Okay, let's move on if we can to well, what do you want to do? Meteor showers?
Let's do meteor showers.
Okay, let's do meteor showers.
There's some good ones coming up. So the challenge with meteor showers is they happen the same time every year. And if you think about it, if you've ever been to Washington, D.C., you got the Beltline. Here, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. We've got a ring road as well we call the Beltway. Do you have something like that up in Rochester? Do you have a road that circles the city?
I guess 390, 590 would. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like a horseshoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. And each one of the exits on that road, they're in the same place every time you drive that road. Well, the same's true of these meteor showers. So you got to think of these meteor showers as being like exits on this path around the sun that we take every year. So that's why meteor showers happen the same time every year. What a meteor shower is we're passing through the debris left behind by a comet or an asteroid or something like that. It's usually a comet. So they happen about the same time every year. But again, that misaligned moon to the moon's cycle to the cycle of us going around the sun, the moon's in a different phase each time. So sometimes the Geminid meteor shower that's coming up the middle part of December is really, really good. And I'm expecting to be pretty good this year because it's happening pretty close to a new moon, which means we won't have all that light pollution in the sky. And sometimes it's absolute garbage because it happens close to a full moon. And, you got the big bright moon up in the sky bothering us. So the next couple that we got coming up are the end of the month, the Orionids on the 23rd. We'll see a couple of meteors out of that. The absolute best that you can see there is, maybe a dozen or so. So in the suburbs there, I expect to see a couple an hour. And then we got the Leonids coming up in mid-November. The Geminids are the ones I really have my eye on, though. That's going to peak on December 13th. And that's a couple of days after the new moon. So we should have some pretty good viewing for that.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Tony, gotta talk about 3i Atlas, my friend. Anything new there? Any changes? Is it officially aliens yet?
It is officially not aliens.
Okay.
Whenever the question comes up, the answer is always no on aliens.
Okay.
That one is exciting again because we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. The I is the exciting part there. That stands for interstellar, and that is a comet that once we've determined its orbit and we're able to track that back, saw that it was coming from outside of our solar system. We get these visitors from time to time, but we've been capturing some more of them lately. We've been able to to spot them thanks to some of the all sky surveys that are looking for things like this. They're looking for threats to the Earth, which right now we don't have anything on the horizon, but we definitely want to be looking out for that. It has been growing brighter. And there's actually a couple of other comets that have been spotted recently. Whenever you see a comet named, note that number in there. That indicates the year that it was found. And you've been seeing a lot more of them with the current year. And that's because we're getting better at finding these things.
Interesting.
Oh,
great.
So forgive me then. So 3i Atlas is 2023?
I have to double check the date on it, but
Okay.
that sounds right.
Okay.
Tony, any chance that you teach an online class in astronomy?
Yeah.
There are plenty of people far more talented at teaching than I that do a good job with that. And it's interesting that you bring that up. There's a lot of free courses that are available online. There was a course that was taught by a gentleman at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory at the City College there that you can actually download the textbook for it. If you prefer to have a paper book, it's available on Amazon. I'll have to send you some information about his class. He basically teaches you how to work at JPL and how to build all these rockets and missions and things like that that are out there exploring the solar system. But I bet you have a pretty solid community college system there that probably has some good astronomy classes. So if that's something that you're interested in, that's a good way to do it. Another good way to do it is get involved with your local astronomy clubs. They're teachers as well, and they're very eager to share their equipment and share their knowledge.
McLean, we could have our own jet propulsion laboratory out back, right outside the back of the weather
Right
office.
in the backyard.
Yes. Tony Rice, thank you so much for your time
Great.
this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester.
Stick around. We are back on the other side of the break. Pasta lovers, rejoice. Today is National Noodle Day, and for this week's Health in a Handbasket, what?
Nothing.
Oh,
I was looking at you.
I thought you were going to correct me. I thought
Active
I got
listening.
something wrong.
Active
listening. For this week's Health in a Handbasket, we're learning a few ways to incorporate those carbs into our diet.
For more, we're joined now by registered dietitian and nutritionist Jen Hafley. Jen, you brought some noodles with you. You have some tips on how we can incorporate it into our meals in a way that's delicious and also healthy too.
I do. I brought one example that's on the plate in front of us. However, I will just say in general, carbohydrate benefits, specifically noodle benefits, whole wheats. Also, sometimes they incorporate proteins. I would say every culture has a variation of carbohydrate and cheese pocket. So think about that for a minute. We have tortellini, we have sambusas, we have
Pierogi.
We have pierogies.
What are those? Ravioli.
Ravioli. Yep, a lot of different variations. So that's one easy way to incorporate your protein in a carbohydrate pasta pocket, which I find absolutely delicious. But you also could do something not cheese-based. So thinking about mushrooms, thinking about tofu, a bunch of different varieties.
I like that.
Excellent.
Can you run down the different kinds of noodles you have here? Because not everything is a whole wheat noodle or a flour noodle.
Exactly. Lots of different variations. Starting off with this one, I feel like prepackaged noodles like this get a pretty bad rap, but they can be convenient, they can be cheap, they can be shelf stable, and there's always the option to add a little bit more water to decrease sodium content. You also could add in some more protein, you could add in some more produce. So it could be a full meal dependent on your budget, dependent on your time. However, it could be amped up a bit too. So it can be a really money conscientious way to start a meal.
Very you can zhuzh those up with a little bit of
zhuzh is a great word.
Broccoli in there, stuff like that.
Yes. Then we have our fully whole grain pasta. So thinking about the recommendation from the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics and the USDA, half your grains being whole. So if you are a big pasta fan, this might be the way to do it. If you know that you prefer perhaps some more white bread, this might be a way to perhaps incorporate your whole grains in a delicious way. So definitely take a peek in a bunch of different options. These two I like to put into soups, to be honest with you. So a good way to get in more of those veggies and also have it be a bit heartier, especially heading, well, not this week, but in the future, heading towards colder weather, and perhaps even some more football watching style soups.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite products, this protein enhanced pasta, and these two are together actually. So this one is made from chickpeas, so a little bit different. This one just has some protein added to it. So if you're a vegetarian, if you're a vegan, having these options to enhance the protein that you're getting in can definitely be a quick way to do that.
Yeah.
Are those rice noodles down there at the end?
They are rice noodles. I skipped them. I can't see them over this box. So thinking about if you're needing a gluten-free noodle, especially knowing that sometimes gluten-free noodles fall apart. Rice noodles or rice-based pastas are a really helpful alternative.
Excellent. We have like 30 seconds left, so I want to talk about what you made here. Tell us what it is.
Yeah, so this is these bow ties, very simple pasta salad. However, you can do it hot and then do the leftovers as a pasta salad. So it's just noodles, pesto, and then vegetables of choice. So thinking about the versatility of pasta can help make your meal prep and planning for the week a little bit easier as well.
Cook it once, use it twice.
Exactly.
I like it. Jen Hafley, hit them with the socials.
So it's rdnjen.com and Instagram at rdnjen.
Excellent. Thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it. And we still have a lot more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester.
Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break.
Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour. Stephannie Joseph will be here. She's breaking down some of our top political stories.
Yeah, she joins us now from the live desk with a preview of what we can expect at 9. Hey, Steph.
Hey there, guys. In today's Political Pulse, we continue to follow the ongoing government shutdown as it enters a 6th day. Hear from lawmakers as they prepare for another vote on a spending plan to reopen the government. Plus, details on the legal battle between the Trump administration and Oregon over deploying the National Guard. And ceasefire talks are expected to begin between Israel and Hamas over a U.S. proposal, while the Secretary of State believes it will lead to the release of hostages. That's all coming up at our 9 o'clock hour. ARC Rochester returns after this.
This Monday morning, October 6th. Thanks for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
I'm Dan Schrack. That is meteorologist Mark McLean. Back with us once again for a look at the forecast. Give us the muddy paws forecast.
Yeah.
For the first time, we might see some muddy paws and get the answer to weather trivia. This is a packed segment, people.
Which you kindly blurted out in the last half hour.
Yikes.
Well, you're right.
I was, and listen, I hadn't even read the question.
And you know what? I've talked about it so much in the past too that I think some folks probably just knew it was my favorite
McLean. As soon as you hit October, it's grapple this and grapple that.
But you know, it's that first time you walk outside and you're going to the car or something, and it hits you like in the back of your neck, and it like rolls down your shirt because it has just the perfect texture that it can sneak in between a collar or something like that.
Yep.
He loves that.
Oh yeah, and it lasts long enough just to get you irritated.
This is why you are the way you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. Let's check it out. Trivia. Maybe you didn't catch it last hour with us. The trivia today is about unusual types of frozen precipitation. This is a crunchy piece of snow-like ice. Actually looks like a Rice Krispie treat if you get it under a microscope. It usually is the first to fall in the fall. What type of precip is it? Is it freezing rain? Is it hail? Is it sleet? Or is it grapple? Hail's also a good one because you can say, what the hail?
Yes, I love that.
That's a fun one. But hey, look at this. We're kind of all over. Debbie had B. Barbara and Charles, Rod, Mary all had D. Barbara J had C. So lots of different responses here, but lots of D's up on the board. Yvonne had C. What say you?
Listen.
D.
Yeah.
We're going to go grapple. It sounds like something you can get in a McDonald's Happy Meal too, doesn't it? Like grapple. Like it's just a weird word. I don't know.
Grapple on the side. No grapple on mine, please.
Oh, no. It forms, and no, you asked about this last time. It forms when falling snowflakes accumulate supercooled water droplets. It's a process called riming. Okay.
Okay.
And those frozen droplets represent Dippin' Dots.
Now, are they going through the process multiple times? Are they going through this cycle?
Not
before they eventually
you're
fall?
You're thinking more of like hail.
Yeah.
And that's in a summer thunderstorm or thunderstorm. You're getting these pieces of ice that are going back up through the cloud, getting coated by water again, freezing at the top of the cloud, cycling back through in the updrafts and downdrafts. Eventually, gravity takes over. If the ice is heavy enough, it comes out. If the updraft is strong enough, it keeps the ice up in the cloud for hail.
So these guys just start as snowflakes and collect more water as they fall?
Yes, yeah. So the temperature is marginal at the surface. It's those first couple of days where the weather, I always say, quote, doesn't know what it wants to do. The weather knows what it wants to do, but it just feels like it doesn't know what it wants to do. Teddy knows what he wants to do. You know who Teddy is?
Oh, look at this.
Angel.
Teddy's a big boy.
Oh my God.
Look at those eyes.
What a cutie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Teddy. He's big.
He's a good kitty.
Hey, you do not comment on Teddy's size.
No, he's the king of the house right there.
Yes.
He sure is. It could be towel time for him tomorrow. How about that? We haven't done that in a while.
Been a long while.
It has, and after that, it may never rain again. But hey, we'll see what we can get tomorrow. It doesn't rain here. We have not had rain since September 25th. I know it's not a joke. It's a drought. It's a severe drought for Western New York. We have 65 now. A southwest breeze that's pretty busy at 14 miles per hour, and the dew point, as it has been all weekend, is in the 40s, and that's a point of comfort for you. Satellite radar has sunshine here, but again, back to the west, this front's going to fill in as it moves through the Great Lakes and parts of New England tomorrow. It's going to head our way and give us a really good chance for some needed rain. So on the futurecast, enjoy the sunshine today. It's yesterday 2.0. Forecast overnight mainly clear. There's some of the rain, and we could mix in some thunder. It's not out of the realm of possibility. We don't see any chance for severe weather tomorrow, but there is a chance for a rumble or two. That could be some localized downpours. The hope is that would hold off until later in the day. Maybe you get a couple of passing showers before seeing a downpour, because the ground is very dry, and that could lead to some runoff. We'll have to watch that. But Wednesday, it's back to sunshine, and should be rain-free for the rest of the work week for us. So no rain out there today. Some of these rain amounts are going to be pretty interesting. We'll have to see if this footprint lines up with where the data is right now. But some of these rain amounts, could we see an inch or more? Boy, that would be just what the doctor ordered for Western New York. But not for you today, not if you've got the clubs, a long weekend. I know a lot of people probably looked at this forecast and said, burn a sick day.
Yep.
Yeah, low to mid-80s.
I thought of it.
Yeah. 63 tonight is like July. It's a full harvest moon. Get out there at 11:48 tonight. You'll get to see that full moon, which is also a super moon, and our NASA ambassador just described the process of why it's 30% brighter tonight. Yeah. It may not help you sleep, though. I mean, if you're brighter.
Close the blinds.
I know, close them up.
You'll be fine.
There's the rain on Tuesday, and we just dry out beyond that.
It's just really unusual that there hasn't been rain.
Yeah.
Of any kind?
Yeah.
The backyard is so dry that I think it would actually physically hurt. I mean, if you just to kneel down on it.
Yeah.
I was just cleaning up leaves yesterday. You had the leaf blower going, and it doesn't move under your feet. Mm-hmm. Like it feels like concrete almost.
Yeah.
It really does. And there's big cracks in the soil.
In the soil?
Yep.
Well, I mean, you said it, the 25th, and that was not a lot of rain at all.
No.
And, we're in a serious dry stretch.
I would have to look back through the records. We didn't have a single day in September, I don't believe, that had 1/10 of an inch of rain. And that's still a very minimal amount of rain, especially for this area. So now you're back in August. I mean,
Listen, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It looks like it's going to be a rather gloomy day, perfect for a Tuesday.
It's a transition day. It's the first one where you start to feel it, and then you're going to wake up Wednesday and you're going to be like, it's fall. Or you're going to be like, no, summer's done.
Okay.
Which
It'd be nice if we got like one more, like 78.
Well, this weekend looks pretty good. Sunshine, upper 60s to near 70. I think it's going to be a much more, quote, classic fall weekend than this weekend where you're getting a sunburn at the Apple Fest. I mean, it was a hot weekend. 86 degrees yesterday.
Wild.
Yeah.
We took the niece and nephew to Apple Fest.
Yeah.
And their cheeks were so red. After like an hour and a half there, we were like,
chugging water.
We should scoot them on out of here.
Yeah,
Getting too hot.
It's possible today that we could come close to the record as well. The record is 87 back in 1900. We're forecasting 85, but I would not be shocked at all if we did reach that threshold today.
Well, we look forward to it.
Yep.
We're into breaking records, McLean. Yep. All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're sitting down with an honorary member of the Buffalo Plus team to get a closer look at last night's game.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can watch us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel. Stick around, we're back after this. All right, not the best start to the week. The Bills, they broke their winning streak yesterday, losing to the Pats 23-20.
Yeah, we wanted to chat about last night's game with someone who was there in the stands, getting a feel for the fans and how they were reacting throughout the game. For more, we're joined now by the honorary Buffalo Plus team member and one of our morning show producers, Jonathan Hanna. John!
Thanks for having me on today.
Congratulations on your new gig.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is an exciting day for you. And yesterday, kind of a bummer, though, right?
It was, but also in the sense that, you're surrounded by 70,000 of, at that point, your closest friends. Mm-hmm. So, it's just a great atmosphere in the stadium, no matter, apart from when that Patriots nailed the kick at the end. But It's just always a fun experience at Highmark.
So diplomatic of him to say.
I know, right?
All right, let's get down to the real details. Did people start leaving the game like we've seen them do recently, close to the end?
I honestly did not see. We were up in the 300s, so pretty good vantage point. I didn't see many people start to leave at all.
Really?
I mean, it was a close game.
Especially after the Ravens game,
Yeah.
anything can happen.
Very true.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah, right. For the whiteout game, everybody obviously wearing their white jerseys, those special rival jerseys. Did you get one? Did you?
No, I did not.
They're pretty pricey.
Yes, they were. I did, however, get. They were giving out these towels at the game. Bring the storm.
Those are pretty cool.
Love it.
Is that what people were waving around their
yes,
heads?
they were. They
yeah.
were. So I wanted to donate this to the Arc.
Oh man!
Look at that.
I
Oh
love.
my gosh.
Very nice, John.
Wow,
Very
look
generous.
at
I should
that.
say, John, I think you've contributed to like 80% of the stuff on our bookshelf.
Can you get a shot of the bookshelf over there?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
Most of that
yeah.
is from John. I mean, he goes to the store and gets the Josh Allen stuff for us when we need it, and the cereals and the beers and
Little People.
the little people.
Yep. Bruce
Yeah.
the Bat Dog.
Always coming in clutch.
John was the one that got us the fat head of
Of Dan Mason.
Dan Mason.
Yep.
Yes, thank you. That was all John's doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, super grateful.
Good work there.
Yep.
Now, truth time.
Yes.
Okay. What time did you get to the stadium to start tailgating?
Just after 1 o'clock.
Just after 1 o'clock.
That's a long tailgate.
It's fun because my buddy, his dad owns like a bus that they drive to the games.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's how we got there, and
He
And
owns
is
a
that how
bus.
you got back to?
yeah,
Perfect.
I hope so.
So, he doesn't remember. How many beers did we have pre-game?
Whoa, we don't count beers. All right, not cool. It's from It's Always Sunny. Oh. Don't count beers, Carlos.
No, since I knew I was going to be on today, I didn't want to go too hard, so I had 4 beers, and then they also do Gatorade and vodka shots, so I had a couple of those.
Okay.
All right. And we're on 5 hours sleep.
Yes.
Now, let me ask, if you were a regular average community member and had not taken the day off and gone to that game, in your current state, would you be able to show up to work?
I think so.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I like the confidence.
Yeah.
All around, what was kind of the vibe while leaving Highmark Stadium? Because we've taken a look at some of the people on social media this morning, and you've got kind of a good, healthy mix of people that are like, oh, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
The world is ending. We're not going to the Super Bowl. And then the people that are like, all right, we just got to brush it off. Were people pretty defeated while they were leaving?
They were, but I think, once they had a night's rest, they realized it's nice to get that first loss of the season out of the way rather than keep building up that expectation for the perfect season down the line.
That's a good attitude to
It
have.
stinks that the loss was to the Patriots, but if you look at it, they're still top seed in the AFC. The other team's the Colts, so.
Yeah.
And how are the Colts?
The Colts, you still really don't know. They have former Giants quarterback Daniel Jones, so.
What does that mean to you, Dan?
Means nothing to me. In all honesty, you want to know what I did? I went online and I pulled up a bunch of smart casual football phrases I could be throwing into the conversation. They were using the short passing game almost like an extension of the run. Huh, right? Am I right?
Not really, because they didn't really have much of a run game last night.
But you know what? You said it with confidence.
Yeah,
And-
that's just blown coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, are you going to any other games this year?
Yes. Funny enough, I'm actually going to both games where they're wearing specialty uniforms. I'm going to the Week 18 game, the last ever game at Highmark.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So first weekend of January. So it'll be two complete, yesterday's game might have been the best weather Bills game I've ever been to because it was mid-80s throughout the tailgate and then it cooled down during the actual game to about 60, so it was beautiful.
You should also get tickets to the first home game at the new stadium, so you can say you went to the last and the first.
Those tickets are going to be insane.
Like
Dan.
if I sold my house and you sold your apartment and John sold his parents' house?
Yes.
We probably still wouldn't be able to get
Listen, buy it and I'll expense it.
the budget for the next 75 years.
You just have to make sure you come back on the show after the game.
I'll just take Dan Fates' press pass.
There you go.
There you go.
If you're watching this, Dan, I'm slight joking.
And you know what? They're not watching because they got home probably at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, they walked in the building here at 2:30.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Long, late night for them. John Hanna, great stuff. Great pocket presents, my friend.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
Very good.
Thanks for that. Hey, don't go far. When Arc Rochester returns, Stephannie Joseph is breaking down some of our top political headlines.
Yeah, we've got the political pulse coming up next.
It's time for a political pulse check on Arc Rochester. The government shutdown is entering day 6, and lawmakers still remain far apart on a deal to reopen it. Neither side is backing down. The Democrats want concessions on health care, calling for Obamacare subsidies to be extended and Medicaid cuts to be reversed. But Republicans say those conversations can happen after the government is reopened. The GOP's current plan would keep the government funded through November 21st.
We are, for the first time in America ever, we're on a moment where, because of Donald Trump's attacks on Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act, on the verge of tens of millions of Americans losing their health care, and most of Americans experiencing a significant rise in their health care costs.
Republicans are the ones in Congress working to improve health care access, quality, and make it cheaper. We want to bring the cost down of health care. Premiums are too high, but it's not because of Republican policies, it's because Obamacare is not working. We're trying to fix it.
Now, the longer this shutdown drags on, the more at risk food stamps and the WIC programs will be. October benefits were already delivered for SNAP recipients. With November 1st around the corner, it's unclear if that assistance will continue. The WIC program, which provides money to low-income mothers and their babies for food, breastfeeding, and health education, could also run out of funding in the next 2 weeks. Also this morning, a federal judge temporarily blocked California's National Guard from being deployed to Portland, Oregon. Now, this follows another pause on Oregon National Guard deployment to the city. Trump says Portland is a war-ravaged city. Government attorneys say the National Guard would protect ICE agents and prevent violent riots. Around 100 California troops already made it there, which state officials say is the opposite of the ruling.
My office has received no official notification or correspondence from the federal government regarding this action by the president. This action appears to be intentional to circumvent yesterday's ruling by a federal judge.
You know what? We send in whatever necessary. People don't care. They don't want crime in their cities, and we're doing it, and we're doing it well. We're doing it like nobody's ever done it before.
In international news, ceasefire negotiations are set to start between Israel and Hamas this evening in Egypt. Delegations from Israel, Hamas, and the U.S. are expected to be there. They will discuss President Trump's 20-point peace plan. It calls for the immediate end to the war and for Hamas to release all Israeli hostages within 3 days. Israel would then release prisoners and more than 1,000 detainees. All of this as tomorrow marks 2 years since the deadly attack by Hamas on Israel that triggered the war. Some countries have recognized Palestinian statehood. It's a move meant to encourage a two-state resolution to the conflict, but State Secretary Marco Rubio says not so fast.
Right now, the priority, number one, is to get the hostages released. If we can't even get an agreement on the hostages being released, you ain't going to have long-term peace here. So let's get that peace done. It's the most important.
Now to some stunning news out of France. The Prime Minister has resigned after less than a month on the job. That makes him the shortest-serving French Prime Minister. Sébastien Lecornu making the announcement today, hours after unveiling his new cabinet. He says the move was motivated by endless party divisions and egos in Parliament. Critics on the right and left see the cabinet as a betrayal of his promise for change. France's President Emmanuel Macron will have to either dissolve Parliament or call for a new presidential election. And be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We're back after this.
7:26 this Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. Halloween now just a few weeks away, and if you're looking for a spooky way to celebrate, well, the Dryden Theater's got you covered.
Yeah, their Halloween at the Dryden film series is packed with ghosts, vampires, and cult classics.
Right up your alley.
I know, it's a perfect lineup for any movie lover this time of year. Joining us this morning, we have Jared Case, the curator of film exhibitions, to talk about the chills and thrills coming to the big screen. Always good to see you. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it. We talked ghosts, vampires, anything that goes bump in the night. Give us the rundown.
Well, horror is not just for Halloween, but it's probably the best time of year to see these films, especially on the big screen. And we've got 8 films over 8 programs ranging from 1916 to 2018. So it's really a history of the horror in a very small package.
History of the horror in a very small package. So what can people expect to see? Do you already have the list curated?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do that months ahead.
Months ahead of time.
Yeah. So we're going to kick off with The Others, the Nicole Kidman very gothic horror film, which also sort of wraps up our Hispanic Heritage Month series because it is directed and scored by Alejandro Amenabar from Spain. So that is the kickoff, and that one is absolutely free. No admission for anyone for that, for the entire Hispanic Heritage Month series that we're doing.
Oh, wow.
Very good.
That's great.
What else?
We're doing 2 films written by Rochester-born Jeffrey Boehm, Stephen King's The Dead Zone, as well as the classic 80s fun film, The Lost Boys. And that's going to be on the 23rd and the 25th. And also in terms of Rochester-born people, Norman Carey is the romantic lead in Phantom of the Opera. Also the 100th anniversary of that film from 1925. So we're going to have live accompaniment on the day before Halloween. So Thursday on the 30th, we're going to have that film, the classic Lon Chaney film, with live accompaniment on the big screen.
All right, so off the record here, how many of these films...
You are live, just so you know.
So it's on the record.
It is on the record.
Yeah, but between you and I, just you and me here, how many of these films are just ones that you really like? And
well, there's so much to choose from, right? And we have like 250 shows a year to choose to show the history of cinema over 130 years and across the world. So sometimes it's what I want to see on the big screen. Sometimes it's stuff I haven't seen before. And sometimes it's really appealing to the audience that is there for these films. So if you want vampires, we've got The Lost Boys. If you want ghosts, we've got The Others. If you want a classic silent a Russian film with like spooks and hallucinations, we've got Queen of Spades, also part of the silent film series. So it's really a balance. It's a word that I use often, balance between what we have in a collection and what we can get from outside. It's a balance between what we want to see, the classics, and also what can really hit the audience.
I'm curious to know your thoughts on the evolution of scary movies. Starting with some of the very first ones that you're going to be showing, going all the way up to 2018. Is there anything that really sticks out? Maybe not something like, oh, they added audio and it's not a silent film, but like anything where you're like, oh yeah, this has changed dramatically over the years, or this has stayed the same.
Books have been written on this subject, but it's really interesting how horror can respond to what's in the actual culture at that time. So what the population is sort of feeling anxiety about is reflected in the films that came out at the time. So we're doing a Cat People double feature, so 1940s, and very concerned about what's in the shadows. We can see and we can hear and sort of get a sense of the cat people that are out there, but we don't always see them. And there's that real anxiety about what you can't see, what is unknown to us, rather than what you can directly face.
Is that true even today? Can you look at some of these films and read between the lines?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So Sorry to Bother You is what we're showing on Halloween. It's the wrap up to our labor film series, but it's also a film about the fear of what sort of corporate society is doing to us. I don't want to get into too many spoilers, but it's about Lakeith Stanfield is a guy who gets a job as a telemarketer, and he finds a way to sort of become successful at that. But the more successful he becomes, the more he gets into corporate culture, the more he's sort of subsumed by it, and his priorities change.
That is, you know, I'm really liking some of the movies that you're naming here because I think it is so different from what you might typically expect when you find out that a theater is doing, you know, a Halloween showcase. You think of the originals, right? Nightmare on Elm Street and, you know, Frankenstein and all
Blood,
of those.
guts, and gore.
Exactly, yeah. But these are, you know, they're kind of like mind twisters a little bit.
Certainly, I think most of the things that are scary happen in our minds. So, I mean, Cat People is a perfect example about what we're playing with in our mind versus what we can see and experience.
I've never seen Cat People. Now it's on my list. Now I think I need to.
Have you seen? You've never seen it before?
No. Have you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, well, you've got free tickets when you come on Saturday.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. For somebody sitting at home, they want to attend as many of these screenings as possible. When, where, how does it begin? Do we have to do all of the ticketing online? What's the deal?
So it starts on October 15th, runs actually till November 1st. We're having another show of Phantom of the Opera on it's a matinee that day. It's all online. All the information is online. We've got it organized by series. You can download monthly calendars. You can buy tickets there, but you can also walk up to the door. We've got 500 seats in the theater, and it's rare that we sell out, but we would love to do that every once in a while.
Very good.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much for coming in today. We
of course.
appreciate it. And as always, ticketing information, dates, and times will go over on foxrochester.com.
9:33. Stick around. A lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back. We are heading into the swamp, previewing Webster Theatre Guild's upcoming production.
Yeah, don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live. Join us on the 13 Web YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Get ready for a family favorite film to be brought to life on stage this weekend. The Webster Theatre Guild is premiering their new production, Shrek the Musical.
Yeah, you can join Shrek, Donkey, and Fiona on all their adventures, all from Bishop Kearney High School Auditorium. This morning, we're getting a closer look at the performance with some of the cast in studio. Joining us now, Lindsay Lord, who plays Fiona, and Jay Simmons, who plays Donkey. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Of course. Good morning.
Quickly, for someone, the rare one person out there who's never seen or heard of Shrek, can you fill us in and tell us what it's about?
Well, I'd say that Shrek is just your classic fairy tale with a silly toilet humor kind of twist. Our main character is an ogre, of all things, and he is on a quest to help out a not-so-great king find his princess, and that's my part. And along the way, we discover, well, some love in unexpected places, and what makes us special makes us strong.
Yeah.
There we go. I
I like
like
it.
that.
Yes, but I like toilet humor too.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's good.
For you guys, I imagine that you're having a lot of fun with your characters. Tell us a little bit about how that's been going.
So I play the donkey, and the character is larger than life. I feel like for an actor, for an artist, this show speaks a lot to like our individuality, and so it's really fun for us to kind of go to extremes with our characters and have this escapism, especially because there's literally every character from every type of fairy tale, and so there's iconic things that you can kind of like shoot to make it something that is reinvented, but also something that is recognizable to people as well.
There's a lot of green in this show. Is there green handprints everywhere backstage? Are you guys really leaving a mark in the theater?
Oh, yes, we definitely will be. We first put on our makeup yesterday, and there definitely was a lot of marks on costumes and on other people that was unexpected, but yes, lots and lots of green.
I think when people remember the original Shrek, the movie, they're thinking, I don't think there was singing, right? The songs have been written specifically for the musical, yes?
Correct.
Yeah.
Tell us about them.
Yeah.
There was music underneath, and there's music throughout, but this is where there's actually like specific songs for the actual show.
Yeah, the Broadway production came out back in 2008 and composed a whole new score, but you will hear some songs from the movie as well. So if you're listening for those pop favorites, you'll maybe get a snippet.
Yeah.
Any of either of your songs stand out among the rest as not necessarily a better song, but just one that's unexpected, one that does Donkey sing?
I do.
Donkey sing.
I have a bunch of songs. We actually get to sing a finale of Act 1 all together, which is one of my favorite. Who'd I Be is a beautiful song that's in there. Shrek actually sings it, and then we join at the end. But the words to Who I'd Be, I think everybody, if you really were asked, like, who would you really want to be if you could? And I think that's really, or who do you feel that you actually are versus the part that you play in life? And I think that that's a really cool thing, especially for adults, for children, especially as we get older, we lose our imagination and the creative thought of like, who do we want to be without restrictions? And I think that's like a really powerful message.
Very good. And how about for you?
I think I'd have to say the same. It's just a special moment at the end of Act 1, and it's a turning point. We've all thought we were in a certain role that we were playing, and then we get to expand and realize that we can fight for what we want.
Yeah. We're looking at some rehearsal process, I imagine, from the show, and it looks like a larger cast.
Yeah.
It is a big
We got a big
cast.
cast. I don't know if we broke a record or not, but we have 57 people in it.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, it's huge, and it's actually, so this is the 89th year for Webster Theatre Guild. Next year, obviously, 90th anniversary. Started in 1936, which is like crazy to think about. And musical theater is still going strong and still a staple of our community.
Yeah, I think it's really special that in this cast we have kids from elementary age to middle age, and it's bringing people all together from all over the Rochester area.
That is excellent.
Yeah.
And we're so fortunate because there's such a love of the arts here in the Western New York area, but specifically in Rochester. For somebody who's interested in coming to see the show, dates, times, ticketing information, let's do it.
Absolutely. We open this weekend, October 10th and 11th, and then the following weekend, also October 17th and 18th. We have night shows at 7 p.m. on all of those nights, and on Saturdays, we also have a 2 p.m. matinee as well.
Terrific. Thank you both so much for coming in this morning.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate it. And as always, we'll post all of that information and much more on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning.
Stick around. When Arc Rochester returns, we're going to take a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Monday morning.
We're back on the other side of the break. All right, 9:44, let's talk trends, and we're going to start with the takeover of OpenAI's Sora 2.
Yeah, so if you don't know what Sora 2 is, it is OpenAI's TikTok-style video app. It's entirely powered by, you guessed it, AI content.
Although the app requires users to have an invite code in order to use it, the video creation tool has already shot to the top of Apple's store.
The app allows users to insert a prompt and generate either an AI photo or video. A large number of the AI creations have already gone viral on the internet. A lot of people commenting how stunningly real they look.
Yeah, here are just a few of these videos that people are seeing on TikTok. Many of the viral videos include famous figures like Tupac, Mr. Rogers, the President Trump, and even the creator of OpenAI, Sam Altman.
Some of the prompts are funny and harmless. Meantime, others can be graphic and depict offensive and violent content.
The content has also fueled criticism about how the use of copyrighted materials such as video game characters, cartoons, etc. are being used.
According to OpenAI, they say they've provided in-app reporting as well as human review to detect patterns of misuse, spam, scams, fraud, deceit, you name it.
Wow.
They're ready. They're watching.
Yeah, those are on the app. Those that are on the app say they were able to generate videos of presidents making absurd claims that look, quote, ultra real. And these videos, you can make them up to 45 minutes in length.
I really do not like this.
Neither
sorry.
do I. So I saw a video on Saturday, and my jaw hit the floor when I saw this video. Old lady standing on the back porch, feeding a brown bear. Nowhere on the video does it say it's AI. And I thought for a while that I was one of the people that could look at the stuff and say, nah, you know, you look back here, it doesn't look real. You look over here, it looks like something's missing.
Yeah.
No. And I found out this morning that it was fake.
It's scary. It really is. And, you know, I mean, especially for the news, right? You get viewer videos, viewer pictures sent in. And sometimes you look at it and you think, man, is that photoshopped?
Yeah.
Like, that seems too good to be true. Or that looks, you know, a little funny. I don't know why, you know, I don't really know if I trust that. But these pictures and videos have become so lifelike. It's so hard to tell sometimes.
I truly wonder what the vetting process for content like that will be next year.
Yeah.
Because we're already there. And if we don't already have those tools in place today, we're late to the game.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know?
It does feel like the technology is advancing a little quicker than the human response.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. All right, let's move along now to a special marathon that took place this weekend, and it may be one you might not want to take part in.
Colorado hosted its 8th annual International Taco Bell 50K Ultra Marathon.
It's described as the world's most gastrically demanding marathon.
Oh my God, okay. It's a 50-kilometer run, just over 31 miles, and people have to stop at 10 Taco Bells and eat a menu item, all in under 11 hours.
The rules state that drinks do not count as food, and racers are not allowed to accept Pepto-Bismol, Alka-Seltzer, or any other digestive medicines.
Runners also must keep their receipts and wrappers for confirmation of stupidity, end quote.
Wow. Now, participants must have consumed at least one Chalupa Supreme or Crunch Wrap Supreme by the 4th stop, and at least one Burrito Supreme or Nachos Bel Grande by the 8th stop.
According to the rules, survivors will eventually get a commemorative item after successful completion.
A new toilet?
Daniel.
I mean, seriously. There are even some special side quests racers can take part in for some extra kudos.
One is called the Diablo Challenge. It involves covering all items consumed with the fast food chain's extra spicy sauce, as well as downing a Diablo sauce shooter at the end of the race.
Oh my gosh. Another is called the Baja Blast Challenge, which involves drinking 2 liters
Oh my gosh.
of Baja Blast during the run without vomiting.
The creator of the marathon said they came up with the idea after they stopped in a Taco Bell to use the bathroom while out on a run and wondered if the restaurant would be a good place to fuel up.
No, that's the answer. The run is not officially affiliated with Taco Bell, but all run fees and proceeds go to a charity that benefits disabled runners in the Denver area. Ashley, how many participants took part in this?
This is the 8th year, as we said.
Uh-huh.
So it's a lot. Like it's a considerable amount. Let me see how much money they raised. Give me 1 second.
No, but I want to know how many runners.
I can't give you that total, unfortunately. I don't have that answer.
Okay.
Because it could be one runner who raised a lot of money.
It's not one runner. I can confirm. There's like videos of like many people running at once.
All for the same stall.
Well, yeah, right? Listen, I love Taco Bell. I do. It's like,
No.
I love Taco Bell. But that's a nightmare.
You go to Taco Bell on Saturday morning at like 3 a.m.
Oh,
That's when you go to Taco Bell, and you show up there because nothing else is open and your refrigerator is empty.
Yeah.
That's why you go to Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm. And also it's delicious.
You don't go there to fuel up for 2 liters. They want you to drink 2 liters
Baja Blast.
of Baja Blast and not throw up.
That is so much.
And can you imagine covering things in I can only imagine the heartburn.
Yeah. We have Diablo sauce at our house right now. And it's the nastiest thing. I'm sorry, it totally is.
There were over 700 runners this year.
What? And so do we get disqualified as we make our way through? So if by stop 4 and I have not eaten a chalupa, or stop 8, I've not eaten a nachos Bel Grande, am I kicked out?
I think you do get disqualified, but it doesn't say straight up in the rules that you will. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, because listen, I'd go and run the first 4 miles and say, oh, can't eat the chalupa.
Well, I was going to ask you how far you think you could make it.
If I had to eat that stuff?
Yeah. Let's say it's vegan, all right?
Hopefully to the nearest bathroom. That's how far I'd make it. Do you remember in Bridesmaids?
Yes.
Maya Rudolph walking out. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, it just happened. All right, let's move along to a new therapy practice that researchers say can help you more than you think.
Okay, so it's called rubber duck debugging, and it's a problem-solving technique that originated in the world of software development.
The technique has people talking their problems through with an inanimate object.
Researchers say the process helps people find solutions that they would not have otherwise found.
Despite its name, the rubber duck could be anything: a wall, a pencil, even a stuffed dog.
The idea stems from a computer programming book from 1999, where a software engineer explained they helped write code with a literal rubber duck.
Therapists say that by explaining your logic out loud, it often reveals what your internal monologue glosses over.
Once you have to say what you're doing, it is harder, apparently, to ignore your mistakes.
Educational researchers find that self-explaining, meaning the literal out-loud narration of your thought processes, helps break down some complex concepts and helps plug holes in logic and spot gaps you didn't even know were there. Now, this kind of makes sense to me because how many times, I can't tell you how many times I've been in the car talking something out loud to no one as I'm driving somewhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like you oftentimes have breakthroughs.
I mean,
there.
I do it with the pets.
Yeah?
I talk to Dexter and Jay all the time. And they're not great with problem solving, but usually as a group we kind of get there together in the end.
See, I don't want to burden my pets with all my issues because I know they have their own.
Wow.
And boy, do they have them.
Mine do too. I pay for your meal, so.
So you have to listen.
You have to listen to me.
You have to listen. Hey, don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, it's this morning's Final Thought.
We're back after this.
You guys are scaring me.
Stop. Final thoughts of the morning on Arc Rochester. Man, what a day.
Fun
it
morning.
has been a day.
Yeah, fun morning.
Best bits. Tony Rice.
Yeah, he's always fun.
cool.
He's always a ton of fun.
Yep. Dryden Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halloween. What is it? 2 black cats? 2 cats in a corner? Cats in the shadow?
Cat people?
Cat people?
Yeah.
We're going to have to watch the clip back. I can't remember.
Scary movie season.
Yeah.
Scary movie season.
Yep.
Yes.
Haven't got there yet.
No.
Haven't watched anything terrifying.
No.
Suggestions?
This past weekend, I watched the beginning of Tales from the, not the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side, 1990.
Wow.
Series of short stories with famous people who were not famous back then.
Okay.
Terrible. Oh, so bad.
Low budget.
So low
Yeah.
budget and
Good
so
one.
bad.
Those are so good, though.
So bad.
Love those.
Hey, that does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57. When we start the show, we're on
13 Wham ABC. Steph and Mark will be there later today for 13 Wham News at midday. See you.
Bye.